Finish him!
Time to die.
Finish him!
Flawless victory. Your soul is mine.
Hello guys, how you doing? Hope you like that intro. Welcome to part 19 of Prince Goro build. It's been a long time since I've done any videos. I've been so busy building that I just didn't have the time to do any videos. First I'm gonna do a review on my radio that I just got recently, FR Sky radio. And before we get into that, I'm gonna talk about my project a bit, because I haven't done any videos, anything in such a long time. There's been just such a big miss. It's just because you can't dedicate yourself to a project that big and do videos at the same time. It just becomes a salad of a task. You know, you can't mix everything at the same time. You gotta be focused on one thing and then come back to another thing, like making videos and doing these vlogs. So the thing I wanted to talk about is I've started the carbon fiber process, and as some of you might know, my carbon fiber process isn't the standard method, which is of just laying the sheet on the surface and slapping some epoxy resin on top and below. That's not my method. It's an okay method, but the issue with that is if you've got an imperfect surface like mine and like many others, it will pronounce and amplify all the imperfections below, which can be fixed up with filler and is the normal procedure. But as you know, filler is heavy, it's not light, and it takes time to sand this stuff up. Time is money in some cases, so you save time, you save money by doing it in other ways. Of course, I wanna be clear about it. The best and most efficient way is doing a mold. Of course, not everyone has access or a mold, access to or have a mold. Which in my case, I don't have a mold. I don't have the facility to make a mold, to have a mold, to do it that way. So I've got to use other methods, and my method is a bit different, and I can't really go into a lot of detail right now just talking about it, because it's going to take up a lot of video time. So I'm gonna drop a video right after this video which details the process that I use, and it's not perfect. You're still gonna have to use filler, body filler, to turn it into a perfect surface, but it takes way less body filler, which means way less time and less weight with the final finish. Now at this stage, as I've said, I started the carbon fiber process, and I've designed and shaped both the wings and stabilizers and have the formers cut out for the wings and stabilizers. So I'm gonna start building up the wings and stabilizers. So hopefully you'll get a photo and some videos of it put together with the wings and stabilizers very soon. Now we got that out the way. I'm gonna start talking about my radio that I just acquired, which is a FR Sky. Now, I don't really know its name. I do know that the case is very beautiful. And one point that I want to talk about is that This radio goes to show that you don't need to dump a whole lot of bunch of money on anything in this hobby. You don't. Sometimes the most cost effective approaches are usually the best. This radio, let me just open up this case. Look at this beautiful case. This radio right here cost me just over $300, I think. And it's got 900 it's a dual band setup, so it uses both 900 megahertz and 2.4 gigahertz at the same time, which, as all of you might know, is the best and most rock solid approach to flying airplanes. So I didn't just like if I wanted to fly a small plane like a 2 meter plane, 1.5 meter plane, I would get anything off the shelf and just fly, and it doesn't matter. But you need for bigger projects, you need something more stable, more solid, which is a dual band setup, 900 megahertz plus 2.4 gigahertz. I mean, it doesn't get any more solid than that, and you get plus 20 channels with this, all for $300. I mean, I don't want to brand bash and I don't want to talk about other brands right now, but its direct competitor, and again, I don't want to disclose the name, their lowest and cheapest radio is around the $300 mark. And it doesn't have dual band capability. All it's capable of is 2.4 gigahertz, and even that is questionable. You know, I've had issues, other people have had issues. Again, I'm not disclosing any names, not dropping any names. It could be any name from A to Z. So don't come at me with anything. You got nothing on me. But yeah, its direct competitor, their absolute lowest, cheapest radio is around the same mark. And you don't get nearly anything, any of the capabilities of features of this baby. Look at this. Is that sexiness or not? I mean, just look at it. 900 megahertz plus 2.4 gigahertz. And you got this beautiful looking screen.
Welcome to Ethos. Switch warning.
Plus 20 channels. It will do everything for you. I mean, it will do everything short of making you a coffee. But everything else it will do for you. I mean, and it's not hard to use. I mean, I figured out how to bind and set up and use this radio in like one day, and I'm not Thomas Edison. I'm not a dummy, but I'm not Thomas Edison either. So if you could do it, then if I could do it, sorry, then you could do it too. I mean, it's not that different. Has so many amazing features. I don't know if I'm getting this well. So many switches, so many amazing features right here. It will do absolutely anything. It will fly any plane you want, biggest from smallest to biggest. Let me drop my case just a second. It will it also has, this is the interesting part, I've never seen a radio with this. I mean, I haven't been around a lot of big dollar radios, but this radio has black box capability, meaning like if your plane crashes, it will tell you what went wrong and what were the flight parameters just before it crashed, which is pretty cool setup. So like I said, I mean, buy any brand that you want to buy. I'm not telling you you've got to buy this brand, but for $300 and with the dual band setup and 20 plus channels, I mean, this becomes hard to beat, especially for its direct competitor, which is, you know, where, I mean, to get that same amount of capability and so many channels, you have to pay like around 2 grand for a competitor's radio, and it still doesn't have 900 megahertz. It doesn't have dual band capability. And I've lost a plane to an inferior radio setup before, and it happened to people. So whenever I invest time or money right now in any project that's not off the shelf, like if I were to go into a hobby store and buy a foamy off the shelf, then okay, it doesn't matter. It's not, if something happens, it's not the end of the world. So what? So be it. But when it comes to something like where I'm investing a lot of time and money and energy, I want to use something that is at the absolute most solid and has the most rock solid frequency and radio signal setup that's out there on the market. And to me, this is the obvious answer at $300. Thank you for watching my video, guys, and you should get a photo or videos of the plane put together with the wings, like in a week's time, hopefully. Hopefully everything goes well. You should get a photo and videos of that, which is exciting to me. I'm not saying it's gonna be finished in a week's time, but hopefully by that time I'll get a photo of the wings and stabilizers together with the fuselage. It still needs work, so that won't be the final part. And if you wanna learn about my method of carbon fiber sheeting, I'm gonna drop a video right after this video immediately. So you could watch that video and you could choose to use that method, you could choose not to use it, whatever. I mean, it's a free world. Do whatever you want to do. But if you're interested, check it out. And thanks again for watching, and I hope please subscribe and comment and like my channel. And I promise to make more videos soon. Thank you.